Remember Central Park, Karen? Remember her? She said that the bird watching individual was a black man going to get her. Well, this was all on video, obviously, but she got exposed. So today, she has an op-ed in Newsweek saying, hey, I actually was afraid. I mean, you all don't know what really happened to me there. It's unbelievable. Let me take you back to what originally happened, and I will bring you up to date.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to me.
I'm taking a picture and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
There is an African-American man. I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. I'm being threatened by a man in the Ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
Put it up full mask. See, the only aggressor was her. The only person who was in danger was him. She attempted to weaponize her tears, weaponize her privilege in order to convey a false narrative that could have gotten him killed. Definitely, if no video existed and she decided to continue with this madness, he would have been prosecuted to probably the fullest extent of the law. Newsweek has now published an editorial in which Amy Cooper doubled down on claims made 3 years ago. Namely, that she was threatened in New York City's most famous park by a black bird watcher. Cooper blamed the public shaming she experienced on Christian Cooper. That is his name. Isn't it ironic? They share the same last name, two strangers in the park. Mr. Christian Cooper, the bird watcher, whose video of the encounter went viral and saved him from being prosecuted. As she wrote, it ended her life as she knew it. Ma'am, if you would have gotten your way, you would have ended his. Her bio in Newsweek reads, Amy Cooper, a loving daughter, friend, dog mom, and volunteer for Women of Abuse, currently resides in an undisclosed location after being at the center of a media firestorm, after being dubbed the Central Park Karen. But she brought all of this upon herself. She brought it upon herself. There's more. She wrote, quote, I was scared, said Cooper of her encounter with the bird watcher, who became upset that she had a dog off leash. Quote, a man yelling at me and threatening me. But in her opinion piece, Amy Cooper complained the bird watcher she called the cops on had not been open to an honest, productive conversation with her. She's already pleaded guilty. She has received a light sentence. It was basically some classes and community service. We covered it. We said it should have been prosecuted to the fullest extent, et cetera, et cetera. How do we get here? This clearly happened the way Mr. Cooper proclaimed it happened. Every narrative, every interview, even hers, where she kind of evades, avoids, trying to be accountable. She doesn't want accountability. Newsweek decides to platform this madness. You know what it's really about? It's not about truth. It's about making sure that even when a black male has been a victim of someone else, if the person who victimized them is a white person, there are platforms who will say, platform them. Why? Because there's an audience for it, as sick as that is. There's an audience who cares nothing about truth. They just care about a certain demographic winning against Black people, and you get a bonus if it happens to be a Black male. Jordan, thoughts here?
I subscribe to the idea, and I think the person who's been a great champion of this is Brian Stevenson, that nobody is defined by their worst mistake. And within that, there should be work and a demonstration that you have changed yourself.
That's right.
I think we can all agree that's a good principle.
That's right.
Unfortunately, it does not look like she has changed much by trying to continue to spin this narrative that she was somehow the victim here when she was trying to have police come, like you say, the circumstances and the outcomes there could have been grave. Yep. Knowing what we know about the police and seeing how she was trying to misrepresent what was happening when this man just wanted to birdwatch. One of the purest hobbies. I can't think of anything. Like, there are a few things more pure than bird watching in the park.
Right.
And that he was doing no harm. And that she tried to spin it, and still, years later, is still trying to spin it as if she's the victim and he was the aggressor. Shows there really has been little to no growth. She sees herself as a victim because of public backlash to her actions that were broadcast. And look, I remain true to that view of human behavior and redemption and growth, but it's not afforded to people who haven't put in the work.
Yeah. The only thing I would add is that Newsweek can go to hell. Insane.